Hello and welcome to episode 22 of our East Coast mainline map. We are riding along with Britannia, and thanks to Watford, who kindly informed me I was completely wrong. I knew I was, or I would be, I should say. They are not red and cream or red and white. They are, in fact, blood and custard. I had to check that one out because I thought he was pulling my leg. But no, he is absolutely right. Colloquially, okay, probably won't attempt that word again. That's what they're called, blood and custard coaches. Oh, as we get smacked by a bunch of trees. So there we have it. That's what they officially called, the Mark 1 coaches. Now, we are waiting towards the end of the year. We're just going to go back towards Bedford, as we have new trains arriving in 1962. We're not going to wait for them fully, but we are going to play it and keep an eye out at the top of the screen. I know last episode we had the Class 37s, but we get something else at the end of 1961 as well. Beginning of 62. On that note, we, or I should say, I'm going to rectify something. This is not how this is supposed to go at all. I made some outlines here. This is not complete. I just kind of laid out how I sort of wanted it and then realized I went a bit too sharp out here towards Flitwick. We're kind of heading towards Stewartby instead. So that's the first thing we need to change, and I'll leave this running. It's going to be a disaster because all of this has to go. But it can't. It's not like it can't be replaced. Well, I say that. Let's hope it can be replaced anyway. Yeah, we need to be a bit... Oops, didn't mean to delete that. I didn't mean to go that far out so quickly. It's not quite how it does. Right. Let's see if we can't level this up. We might need to move that too. We need to level this out a little bit. We don't need to go at quite the angle. I'm hoping to keep this bridge in, but it's debatable whether we'll get round there or not. But we'll try. We're going to have to keep it straight because we need to do all those junctions again. Unfortunately, they weren't quite right anyway, so it's not a major problem. Would like to finish this first, see if we can get out there. I think we're still coming around too sharply. We need to go from there. Yeah, we might have to get rid of that bridge because I would like this to be less of an angle and head kind of more that way. Cars are noisy. We're still coming around at a sharpish angle. Yeah, this is going to have to go, unfortunately. See, you didn't miss much. I was messing around with this for quite a while, and it was a case of deleting and redoing, and then eventually I thought, well, you guys could be part of this and see how the process doesn't always go right. Because it doesn't. I hope you enjoyed the last episode and seeing the Class 37s. Still think that's going too sharp. You just need to take that back a touch on both of these. Oh, that's looking a better angle. Try and look north at least. And then keep straight as possible. And see how that's looking. We want to miss Stewartby by quite a way. I think that's looking better. Yeah, that's looking... We're going to have to move this as well. But I need this angle to be right. And that means that's wrong. This is wrong. You're going to have to go, I'm afraid. At least we know what we're aiming for. You are definitely... We're going to have to pause this. We're close to the end of the year. In this episode, we are going to see the new trains. This is going to have to go, though. This needs to be much lower. Everything is sort of right, but it's not quite. It's going to end up throwing us off by the time we get close to Flitwick, otherwise. If that's how you pronounce that. Apologies if that's not how you pronounce that. I'm going to keep this flat. We have to now. We do need to come up eventually, but I'm going to need this to cross under. We can probably start heading up there. Once we're done messing around here, I'm actually looking at Google Maps as we do this to try and not stray so much. But once I feel confident we've kind of got it right, then I'll show you on the map. This is staying. I'll show you on the map what I was trying to recreate. We do have a nice section up there, which is going to be needed. Now, can we do this? Oh, yes. I think we can. We need it to do that. It's going to be 4 tracks too. Is that going to be right? Got to look. That's better. I'd like it to be just a touch over, to be fair. Can you just go like that a little bit? That'd be great. Thank you. So far, so good. I mean, if this works, I'll be extremely pleased. This can... I'd like that to connect sooner. Definitely got to be up here. Alright. Looking good. Now, this can go back a touch. We don't need it quite that long. We need a bridge over here. That's for sure. Was it this one? Yeah. Probably going to be this one here. I think we need 2 bridges, actually. Yeah, we need 2 bridges in close succession, so this is going to be tricky. But hopefully we can do it. Come on. Oh, yes. Gonna have to probably come round, touch. We're going to go for standard bridges in a kind of arch formation. I know it looks a bit messy at the moment, but bear with me. We might need to go out further. I don't know whether that's going to work. We need to make this work somehow. We got this again. Obviously, it doesn't need to be very quick. Keep that flat. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect. Hope I can do this. No, it's going to be too close to that bridge. Oh, it's not. Look at that. Could that be any closer? Wow, I fluked that a little bit. Alright, so then this needs to be coming out here. And then we've got that there. It eventually joins in up here. And this one can join like so. I'm happy with this so far. And then we can have our sidings, which I didn't manage to put in last time. Can't quite go there. Maybe if we do this, we might as well just need to get that right. We could do something snazzy here. There we go. Just allow that to go further back. As long as it stays straight. I think we got it. I'm happy with that. I mean, they're pointless, practicality-wise. But as I always say, they are representative of what we're looking for. And a lot better than what we had before. As in, how close they are to the actual map. We can send this back out a bit now. Perfect. And I think we're coming out at a much better angle this time. Is what I really, really needed. Interesting. Do they not snap to the end anymore? Maybe it's zoom sensitive. Now I'd like to recreate this little section. I feel that went too high anyway. Yeah, I feel that went too high. Can we do it from here perhaps? At this level? Not with that. That is way too big. Can we get it? That's a lot closer. We'll just go with this one for now. And then will you hook up there without making too much of a meal of things? Maybe that's a better height. Oh no, because I feel like we need to come across here too. Let's see. You know what, before I do anything else, I have a feeling I should save this. And we're saved. Now, I noticed something when I saved this, which I rectified. I've been typing 1942 in this forever. And it's obviously not 1942. It's 1961, so I changed that. Also, this here is our A6 that goes through Bedford. And it's not quite right, but it does cross over the track here. So I'm wondering if we can change that somewhat. I don't know whether we can, but I would like to. Look at that, we can. And it should be, this is the thing, it should actually be kind of a, not that. Where are you? Is that, that's it. It should be that. Oh, come on, why? Oh, there we go. Because it wasn't in view. Alright, brilliant. So this is our A6 representation, and it should come around here. This, I thought this was another bridge. It's actually, well, it is a bridge, but it's a train bridge, not a road bridge. So this needs to come down, meaning we get rid of all this. And we get our A6 coming right down. Which can come down straight away. No, we can go from there, I think. I think that'll be gentle enough, he says. Yep, that's pretty gentle. I like that. Now that's more like our A6. Then we can continue this on as a gentle downslope. Like that. Now I'm happier. I don't know what I was looking at when I was doing this. I mean, I was kind of right, but this is wrong too. But I got more wrong than I got right by the looks of things. This needs to be up here somewhere. It's fairly close to the station. I thought it was miles away. That's probably a bit too sharp. Let's get that better, if possible. 30 is probably good enough, actually. We'll go with that. There we go. That's a lot better. I don't think we can go under there. That'll be quite tricky to do. There's no way we can really get down fast enough. Soon enough, I should say. To get under here. And we've got this junction here. We can't fit everything in. That's the problem. I'm going to leave the gantry in because eventually that's what they'll be. Let's just call that a bit of work that they're doing. Now we do have a big junction up here. So that's all working. It goes under there. So far so good. I may have redeemed myself slightly. Get this smoothed out a bit. That's more representative of what I was trying to go for. That brings all this down quite a bit too, which makes a lot more sense. This can be here and join in. We can probably do that further back though. And have it as a city road. Does that's perfect. That is much better. That's what I was planning on doing. And I'm glad I saved it for the episode now because I was going... I don't know what I was doing, in fact. It just goes to show, it doesn't matter how much you do stuff, you can just delete everything if you don't like it and start again. And it doesn't matter. Bedford are probably not happy with me right now, but they'll rebuild. And they will in the game too. It might cost you a ton if you were doing this with finances turned on. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this bit yet. I think we're going to have to destroy more towns. Not towns. let's not get carried away. Let's just destroy a few buildings, not an entire town. Although I'm making a good go at destroying Bedford here. At least the residential area won't get touched now. He says, eyeing it, thinking of things to destroy. Nope, let's leave them alone. This does need to come down here, and this all needs to be like part of a... I don't think it goes over the top. I did have a quick look on the map. This one is just behind this. Kind of runs kind of more straight. If I say kinder again. I don't know what we're doing past this point just yet. I would like this to be a under... Can we do it? I don't think we can, you know, because it comes off the A6. And then under, I don't think we've got the scale to manage it. We'll give it a go. But yeah, we'd have to like... Yeah. We can't get under there, can we? Not without that looking ridiculous. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Could we do it? I mean, it's going right down. I'll have to get rid of this here. Isn't too bad. No, don't do that. That's not going to be... Surely that's... Ooh. That won't work. It's not far off, is it? And it doesn't look overly terrible. It's not far off. We'll give it a quick go, but I'm not going to spend all episode on it. How's that for a deal? If we can get just further down here. And then, like, dig a hole. Bear with me. So that it actually makes the bridge. And then we'll raise the road once we've got the bridge in. It's actually these girders, but I don't fancy doing the The brickwork. Or do I? Yes, I do. We can go with a double girder. I know they're a bit close together, but it kind of works. We get you up to there. Not perfect, but do really want that under there, and I think we can higher it. Raise it, sorry. You know, my words are failing me today. It's a bit like my my recreation at the moment. It's almost there. It's just like my words. They're almost there, but they're not quite right. Back you up there. Okay, we haven't completely destroyed it, and we've got this junction a bit further back. It doesn't matter. It's not technically functional. Now, if we can raise this road just a touch, how high can we get it? That's the question. Can we? Oh, not like that. As long as there's not too much of a slope down here. Can we do that? Game? Oh, see, that's becoming a problem. Don't auto-connect. Well, that's too high. That's why that's too high by a mile. Let's try and get gently down. Nice and gentle. So about... That's smooth. Come on. Come on. Oh, that would be beautiful if that works. Look at that. It's about as low as you're getting. Could probably go a touch. That's perfect. Oh yeah. We did it. We got under there and it doesn't look too horrendous. In fact, it makes all this seem a bit more realistic. Once they get building again, I don't know what they're going to do with roads. This might be a problem because I think it needs to be... Why are you being so good to me today, game? I mean, yeah, we're talking pixels. Look at that. Pixels away. Well, as you can tell, we survived the storms. There was a tornado that got a little close, about 30 miles away. Thankfully, it missed us and no one was seriously hurt where it did strike. So, little fortunate there. So I'm here to stream another day. I'll stream, record, create a video. Do we like that? It's not bad, is it? Once we get the brickwork in, I think we'll be fine. We might even be tempted to like go straight across there, and because we've got to squish it all together, all this section here, which I promise I will show you in a bit once we're done. Do we play it now that we've... No, not yet. I want to sort this out. Let's get this road down now. I'm sorry about this, Bedford. I am a terrible overlord. Are we... Okay, that... Do you know what I feel bad about? This is pretty much what we left them with. Was it last episode or the episode before? But this was it. They had their 3 commerce buildings left. And they built this nice little commerce area down here. And, well, I destroyed it again. I feel terrible. Okay, can we come down at a reasonable... Yes, that's not bad. I'd like it to be smoother. We don't have to worry about this too much because we're going to go right round and connect. We can do that. And then we can probably make a junction right here. You will rebuild, and I promise I'll actually keep that in like that. And I promise I'll stop destroying your buildings once this is done. But not yet. Okay, you're lucky. Yeah? Alright. Think you can recover now. Let's play it now. You can recover, Bedford. The great restructuring of 1961 is behind you. Now we're going to do nothing but regrow. You can see what's going on. I'm sorry. I just... Oh. Except for you on the corner there. You had to go. Maybe I shouldn't say anything yet until we're actually done. Because it's just lies. I feel like I'm lying to them now. Make them all sorts of promises and then... What are you even doing there still? You're not required. But there are ways over here, and and we'll kind of split them up too, which I like. Because they should grow naturally. I wish there was someone who had built over here, but these guys might get over there, and they could quite possibly build that way from here. Oh, I'm so glad I got this in. We'll make it pretty soon. Or organic, I should say. I don't know why I call it pretty. Okay, so far so good. What are we doing with this here? We're going to head round and meet up. That's what we're going to do. Let's not make it straight. There we go. Perfect. We're going to need some side roads coming out here, which might be a problem because we're a bit on a slope. We'll try and get... Oh, that's not too bad. Too much of a bump there. Now, can we get down here? Yes, we can. This is how you really recreate things. There's like some method to my madness here. I think. Still need to figure out what we're doing with that bridge. But we do need to get to Flitwick soon. And apologies if I keep pronouncing that incorrectly. Someone let me know in the description below if I'm saying that wrong. For anyone, I believe someone does live around there. I'm not looking at the comments section at the moment, but I know someone. He either lives around there or just hates Bedford. For whatever reason. Okay. Enough smoothing. Because they're going to... Smoothing. Told you the words. They're just not... Look at people using the roads around here. Good on you guys. Bibbing a bit. Bib. That's not too bad. This is all going to be trees for a while. Happy about that. We can go around here too, which I'd like to do straight, please. There we go, perfect. Kind of junctions everywhere around here. I'd like to do that, and maybe get them building out here would be cool. There we go, perfect. That means we can fill this bit in, you see. Raise it up. The trickiest part is trying to choose what you want to build and what you want to ignore. Because at this scale, you just can't have everything. But if it looks and kind of functions okay when it's all close, it doesn't look too bad. It's going to look a lot better when it's done. I mean, I don't like that. Oh, no, no. That's alright. It probably could be smoothed out a little bit. Can we smooth that out, please? I'd just like it a touch smoother. Just a touch. Oh, that's better. It just seemed to go down quite aggressively at the beginning there. Which... There we go. Are you going to drive... There's still a bit of a slope, but there is in real life too. So, perfect. Now, can we get... Where have we got to go around here? We kind of scoot past Stewartby, where this line's going. We'll have a station in Stewartby for this branch line. We need to scoot past and kind of head that way. We head round here, and then we go here. And you see this, like, mound we have here? That is actually going to be a tunnel, which exists. Oh, that's what I was waiting for. Have you seen this? Now we have Class 47s. How awesome is that? We're just getting inundated with trains the last few episodes. It's brilliant. It's the beginning of this diesel era. So we need to... Let's just send this out for now. Kind of keep straight. And on the level. We'll make our way over there slowly. I don't know whether we'll get there this episode. We might save that for the next episode, because we're going to have some trains to play with shortly. Oh no, we can still play this. We've got many years of building. Okay, we have our road in. What are we doing with this bridge? It seems a little risky. I think we can leave this here. I would like, because this gap in the middle kind of looks okay. I want to leave that in. What I want to do though, possible, is it won't matter too much because of what we're about to do. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Quick pause. Oh, this is going to be a super fast save, so not going to edit this bit out. Okay, straight on with it. Now, bridge. Here we go. Let's quickly build this. I don't know whether we got a 4-track. It's just double. No, that's... What's this? Is that about right? It looks about right. It's a diagonal though. I think we go and I think we just build it out like this would be better because they're not quite together. Yeah. That's the other way around, isn't it? So it'd be like... Oh, stop dancing. Because we're right near that junction. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Now, can we do the same here? That'll be like here. Would be fine. Yep, that'll be fine. And then we need it that side. Then we'll need the other one. Do it on this side. Ooh, dancing. I think I want it closer to the road and not off, but I really want to get them. Ah, that is the problem. I might as well have used the... Oh, it's okay. I've done it now. We'll live with it. And now I'm just made it far more difficult for myself. Now we've got to try and judge this to get these lined up perfectly. My fault. It's got to be that one. And the same this side. I think that was it, just there. I'm going to have to manually build these. I made a mistake. Bad choice. Which way round are these? Like that. And then if you count these in, just here you see you got half section, 2 full sections, and then another half section. And I guess if we do the same this side, that should line up underneath. Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's not that difficult, is it? I guess we can have a middle section too. Seems about right. Get it close over this side. Go like that. And then wants to be, oh, there we go. That side. Like so. Well, if we make that level like that, it should be fine. And then switch to this one. And what we got? Just on the, just after this line here. Looks about right. This one will be tricky. Looks like it wants to be there, but I'm not sure. That doesn't look right to me. That looks like it's off. Oh, I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. Alright, let's blend all these together like I didn't do anything that I just did. Oh, we can't do it there. That's fine. This works. In the middle, we've made our own sort of bridge. Way to be professional. Oh, this isn't going to work, is it? Not if I just put it... Oh. You know what? Not too bad. Not worth deleting. Not too bad. We'll just leave that like that. Please tell me I got that right. That isn't lined up, apparently. That makes no sense. Oh, I see. I put these too far out. Should we leave them like that? We might as well. Kind of like that. With them strutting out like that underneath the bridge. With one gap. It all depends whether I can get them all doing that now. Oh, that one doesn't quite work. Oh, yes it does. Let's go with it. It doesn't hit anything. We just got that one to do. Oh, that's too far out. Don't like that. Try that again, shall we? Better. There we go. As long as it's the same. Not 100% happy with it, but it does the... Oh, it's on a curve. Didn't even notice. Wow, that turned out better than I thought then, with it being literally on a curve here. I thought I went straight over there, but I didn't. I curved it round. Wow, that's turned out really well. So there we have it. We've somewhat... Let's play this now. We've somewhat recovered Bedford. How are you feeling, residents? Doing all our stuff. is what I imagine. Oh no, they're building. What are you doing with this? Why? No, look. I'm sorry. I was going to let you rebuild, but if you're going to be silly about it, then you're not going to be allowed, are you? At least go somewhat parallel with the track, please, guys. if you're going to build there. That'd be great. Did you see what they did? What a cheek. You know they're going to build through there or something. Try again. This time don't mess it up. Otherwise I'm just going to be forever deleting Bedford buildings. What I was saying about this bit, I'll quickly do a little bit of work here and you can see what it's roughly going to look like when it's done. Because it's actually like trees and bushes and stuff down here. Either side. And I don't think it'll look half bad either. Once it's done, it'll be kind of like that. And then these are mainly down here. Will allow for them to build up there. As long as we can squeeze some trees in and stuff. Towards the track. And then we can join up with this here. Will also be some trees for now. It is trees currently. We are going to take a look soon. But yeah, it looks a bit better like that. Especially if we're going to do a cab ride at some point this way out. It'll look kind of nice. There, you see. Not bad at all if you're sat down here. There we go. Lovely. Okay, stop playing with the trees. We need to do something with these new trains. And sorry about that. I kind of went a bit crazy with the old mouse movements. So we have Bedford Station in, and past Bedford, it's starting to look a bit, or a lot better. It does have a lot of bridges and a lot. This will look more complete shortly. Still don't know whether I'm putting a freight yard in here yet. We can demolish more of Bedford if we feel like we're going to do that. If I were going to do it, I'd put it here, I guess. I don't know how much of a freight station we can get in, really. It would be one of those, but I don't think you're going to get... No, you're not really going to do it, are you? I mean, you could. It could... No, because of the height. No. Scrap that idea. We'll have one somewhere else. Yeah, I can't fit that in. So, another thing Watford told me I got wrong, which I thought I might have done. We need to pause it a second. Say goodbye to Britannia on this line. Because you are being replaced. Firstly, this freight car needs to go on the back. So thank you, Watford, for correcting me. I did wonder. I didn't know whether they could be like close to the back, depending on the consist. But you're going. And this guy's being replaced with one of our 47s. This one. I'm tempted to put the green one on, because otherwise we're not really going to have a chance to put green ones on. So let's put... I mean, I know they don't run down here. I'm fairly sure these green ones don't. They're Scottish, aren't they? But we'll put him on any... Ooh, maybe he could run on the East Coast Main Line as one of our trains from up north. Yeah, let's put BR Blue on there. Okay, that's those replaced. I don't like seeing these go, but we'll maybe find a heritage line of some sort and put them there instead. Now, we have our 30. Don't worry, we're not getting rid of all the 37s. We're not going to get rid of them all. We need to find some trains. With these guys, I would like to have the... I know, they've only just been put on here and they're already been taken out of service. But I want them to have... I want this one to have... There we go. Rail freight. And I want the other one to have EWS. It goes up north. Down south, sorry. Where are you? Oh, I was hoping he'd be in the station, but he's not. We could just click on here, couldn't we? This one. Where are you, sir? You are trundling along. Oh, you've just left Peterborough. Play that. Listen to some diesel sounds as we're going. What am I doing? Replacing it. That's right. Want you to be this one. Brilliant. Okay, and now we have a steam. Yeah, I want you to actually be. I know I'm just dumping class 37s. I actually want him to be this one coming from north. And don't panic. It's not all over. Well, it kind of is for the steam era, but we're still going to have a couple somewhere. There is another train. There's another train. I want to change, and I can't remember what it's called. I wanted to find it driving along here. Nope. We're going to change into the green ones. Here he is. Quick, pause, pause, pause. This one, you'll be pleased to know, is going to be put in service with BR Blue. Class 37. There we go. All is not lost. They're still going to be running on this line. And also, we have another freight train up here somewhere who comes here. So he's probably back down here, shunting construction materials. I would like you, sir, to be a class 37 as well. A green one. There we go. We've kind of just shifted stuff around and we've got rid of the really old consoles. Will that change immediately? There we go. See? I didn't ditch them all. That looks really good, Killicans. Is that a Joker on the side? What is that? No. Okay. Is that Welsh then? I'm sure someone will let me know. I'm a terrible train enthusiast. I do love my trains, I just really need to follow it a bit more. Oh, just in time. Let's see what we got. Back we go a bit. Yes! Listen to that. And there we have it. The brake car is now on the rear. As it should be. I think this is why I try and avoid doing all this building stuff. Because I do mess around and faff around quite a bit to get it how I want. And I always feel like I haven't accomplished much. But it's one of those things, once you've finished doing it, you can pretty much leave it to the game after that point. And we have got quite a bit of infrastructure in there. And they're obviously using it. There'll be another road out this way too. We're not completely finished. Also, I don't know whether you noticed, we're quite close to the East Coast Main Line. We're sandy just here. And it does connect pretty similar to this. This is the A1. We need another road coming up this way as well, which connects up here. And then we're about done. So let's make our way up there, shall we? And get these connected. It should be about right. Fingers crossed. Don't want it too straight. It looks silly. Now I think we can go straight. Yeah, we're going to have to. That's fine. That bit will be fine. I'd like some embankment here anyway. So let's not completely smooth it off, but let's not make it look like it was cut out with a knife. There we go. Now once we get the trees in and a few bushes, that'll look nice. Yes. So we've connected up here, just that'll be south west of St. Neots, which is where it branches off the A1. I just realised I didn't mute my phone either. I'm out of practice today, guys. Oh, some beautiful sounds going along the East Coast Main Line now. I think he changes to a 47 when he gets in here. So let's stay around for that. He just about fits in, doesn't he? Why isn't he changing? Didn't I change these? Oh, there we go. Ah, I panicked a little bit. Do I have EWS running down here now? Are you our new one? No, you'll be green eventually. I just want those to run a bit faster. Well, you'll be staying there. Look at the little checkered seats. I brought up my notes quickly because I did jot down this road. It's the A421. Our interpretation of it that heads off. Is that right? Yes, that heads off into Bedford, and then this one is kind of the A603. It's supposed to come down here, but we can do that at a later date and swing it that way as well. Look at them all using the roads. I do love that. We're going to wrap up. I feel like I didn't do anything, so I do apologize if that's how it feels watching this episode. I'm going to watch it back myself. Might have to call this episode faffing about. Oh dear. But I feel we're in better position for finishing this branch line off to Stewartby and then heading into Flitwick to do this double tunnel up here in the next episode. We'll also put in a bus service once these have grown out a little bit. We'll let them grow out and do some work up that way. And the bus we're going to be putting here is the number 20, the Grant Palmer. So we'll do that. What we got coming down here? Oh yes, class 47. Still not very good at the whole train spotter thing. I should have swung the camera around much sooner. So that's episode 22. Messing with Bedford again. I'm going to say we're leaving it as is though. Apart from the scenery work that we need to do. That can be saved. Most of it for a time lapse. It's just going to be some bushes and trees. That's up to you. You can leave a comment below if you want to see more bush planting. Next episode, we're going to head and build our nice double tunnel. We're going to possibly connect our first branch station there, so we can go from probably this. It's either going to be this platform or this one. And then to, you know what? It's not called that, is it? No. Bedford St. John's. There we go. So that's that. And this is called Bedford, right? Yes. I don't know what that would be called. Bedford P1. There we go. We'll just call it that. Oh, I promised I would show you what we've been working on and what we've been trying to recreate, and I didn't do that, did I? But let's do that. So here we are. This is it. That's the A6 crossing over the branch line, and then we've got it then scooting under the main line alongside the branch line. And this is that road we tried to squeeze in. You see, we don't quite have the room for it, because then it's a long way up here before we've got the depot. And just north of the depot is our road there, the B531. We don't have the river. I don't really want to put the river through the centre of Bedford. I wish I'd have drawn it on the map somehow, though. Because if you draw it on, you'll notice that we could put this in. Sorry, distracted. We could do something like this. Maybe we will. That's a possibility. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to research that. Here's our crazy tracks. Not too far off. Once we get some scenery work in here, I think that'll be looking pretty good. And here's our station, you see? And there's that single that we've kind of recreated with a separate station. And then you've got the road heading out, and this is that's a double arch there. And then you've got Bedford St. John's here, with the A6 continuing over, pretty much over the station like we've got it. And then it swings round and heads into a double track. And that's it. This is why it was so difficult. Look at what we should have been doing. But we had to narrow that right down. Bedford is huge. I mean, there's Kempston. I guess it's technically Bedford and Kempston stuck together. I'm sure the residents of both appreciate me saying it like that. I apologise. But yeah, we've got I guess Kempston doesn't have a station itself. I guess if you live in Kempston, then you'll have to catch the bus into Bedford and Bedford St. John's, maybe. Well, you could go either way looking at it. I guess they share bus services. We didn't do too bad a job, I don't think. The A6 is working all right. We've got this next bit here that we can do too, where this goes down further. Oh, let me show you quickly what I was saying about there. We can recreate this where it splits off and does a double tunnel just here. Can't really zoom in too much, but we can do that, and that's 2 tracks either side. And we can make that before heading into Flitwick, which will be down there. Oh, and look at that. I sent us back to the game without a black screen. I'm getting better. The game's still running, so we've gone a bit further. We need a good outro. Now, unlike the other train that decided to go the other way, we know this train can only come back out here. So let's find somewhere nice to sit. There we go. So that's been episode 22. Finally, I kind of waffled on a bit. I said that earlier, didn't I? And never really ended it. This time, I will end it. And then next episode, we've got a lot to do. So until then, take care.